Hi and welcome, chartist. What is happening with the price of Bitcoin? Are we going up or are we going down? Famous question. We are losing this trend. Does this mean that we're going to see a deeper correction to 32, 36? Where are those possible bouncing areas? I will share with you what's going on here. What is my thinking? Bullish, both bullish and bearish scenarios that I'm watching. Also, could this be a fake out to come and claim the highs, or are we going to start tumbling down here? Only time will tell. Let me share my analysis. Also, what I would like to share with you is a little altcoin that I'm watching here to say that, well, we've had this long downsloping trend. We're breaking out at the moment. Will this continue? Also want to have a look at the liquidity map, is to say that, well, yes, we literally turned around just before we hit this liquidity. Will we go up to claim this liquidity before then a move down? Stay tuned, and as always, please like and subscribe. It's your way of showing love so that I can keep on doing this. Also, I've got my 2 affiliate links down in the bottom, my favorite exchanges that I like to use to trade with. Mexi and Bybit, great bonuses. Please use my affiliate links. It's your ways to support, or it's your way to support the channel so that I can keep on doing this and bringing you amazing analysis and technical levels and the scenarios that I'm watching. So let's dive into it and get some serious. Okay, so looking at the price of Bitcoin here, when I switch on my daily analysis, and for those of you, I love these object trees. It keeps your charts nice and clean and smooth. So please, if you have the time, there's lots of YouTube movies that show you exactly how to do this, and perhaps I will upload one sooner or later just to show you guys how I keep everything nice and organized. Because when your charts start looking like this, then I don't know how you trade a chart looking like this. So I like to have my little folders, and also you don't want to forget about levels that you've had lower down or higher up, so you keep them nice and organized. And yeah, I think it's just a nice little trick for a trader to have in his pocket in terms of keeping things nice and simple. So focusing on the daily analysis that I have over here is to say, cool, what are we looking at? Okay, I also want to switch on my trend lines. Okay, so we have this upsloping green trend line that I've just shown you, and we're currently having some momentum to the upside. Also, when I take a value area range of this entire range that we formed so far, I think we are being supported by the value area low. Okay, beautiful support. And there's that saying that says change the range until there's no more range, and at the moment we are in the range, on top of the range, at the bottom. Could it be that we're going to hit the top again for then a possible rejection? Also coming to grab this beautiful liquidity above these 2 points. As you can see here on the liquidity heat map, those 2 points that I pointed out, nice liquidity lying above. And let's zoom out a little bit more and see. Go on to the monthly. Nice liquidity even at these highs over here. Beautiful liquidity lying here. So how high can this move go before a healthy correction, or are we going to fall down here? So jumping back into the charts, we can see that we are currently being supported by the value area low. Okay, we also have bullish CVD. So we need to look at data to make data driven decisions. We have to trade like robots. You can't let your emotion get the better of you. Okay, so zooming into the 15-minute, I'm here on the 5 minutes. Let's zoom into the 15-minute and share with you guys so you can see clearly between this pivot and that pivot, and you drag your mouse down, bullish CVD, bullish CVD. Okay, so we can't just ignore what data is telling us. For us to invalidate this bullish CVD, you want to see us break this low. Okay, then the CVD is out the window, and then we could possibly look for CVD further to the left, always further to the left. We break this low, this bullish CVD is perhaps in alignment with one of the other pivot lows to the left. Okay, and I can already see even from this pivot over here, bullish CVD, bullish CVD. So it just tells you that any move down wants to go up. It doesn't matter how far it goes down, but it still wants to go up, because you can clearly see that shorts are being aggressively absorbed by long orders. Okay. Cool. So this is the one scenario that I'm watching. Another scenario is to say that what if this is a ABC correction to the downside? So we've lost the trend. This is a corrective structure, and it's been a very difficult range to trade. So usually when things start getting difficult, you know that we are inside a corrective structure. And what if this is an ABC correction to the downside? So one way to work that out is to say that, well, if we do lose this trend, and this is just a retesting of the scene of the crime, and you can see we clearly have, if I take a little resistance box, I draw it in here, you can clearly see that we are fighting resistance there at the moment, and I can make that red. Okay, we broke up, we found support. Okay, we broke down, we broke through again, we found support, and now we broke down. Not with high volume though. That's the one thing that concerns me. I don't see a lot of selling pressure coming in to push the price down further. So currently fighting here with the resistance. If we had to break back up here and turn this resistance into support, I do see further momentum up for us. Okay, but the first scenario that I'm testing out here or considering is to say that to work out your C wave target, common C wave targets is your 1-to-1 ratio and your 1-2-3-6. So you take it from the top of A to the bottom of A to the top of B, you drag it across, and you'll see that your 1-to-1 ratio, which is a common C wave target, also has alignment with the point of control of our range over here. Let me just show you that quickly. Just zoom out, go in here, wait for the chart to load up. Okay, so this little bull run that we made over here, when you take a value area range from when the bull run started up until before we had this drop over here, you can see this entire range created the point of control over here. Okay, so I just aligned it with this little line over there, and a value area high and a value area low. Value area low also in perfect confluence with these highs that we've made here, then eventually breaking through with high volume. And then we also have this value area high, which is quite a key resistance area, which I've highlighted here, also in alignment with the 618 if I'm not mistaken. If you take a fib from the high to the low, you'll see we have the 618, the value area high, and some other levels of confluence as well. And I think I did mention that in a couple of my other previous videos. But once we get closer to this area of resistance, you know, we'll definitely be tracking it. Cool. So let's go back to the price action. I just wanted to show you where I got the value area range from. So looking at price in terms of where we are right now, this is the one scenario that I'm watching, is to say that common C wave targets, if we don't find strength to break through, is the 1-to-1 and the 1-2-3-6. So it could mean that we are busy with the Elliott wave to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that could look something like we tumble down here, we SFP from this level, perhaps make a fourth level SFP again to make the fifth wave, and then acceptance back above the level. You want to see acceptance back above this point of control for continuation to the upside. Okay, so definitely an area that I will be watching. Also, this 1.236 is in perfect confluence with these highs, which will act as support when the price comes down. So just keeping those levels at play as well. Then let's take the scribble out. Another scenario that I'm watching, perhaps a scenario that many are not expecting, is to say, what if this is, move my B over there and move my C over here. What if this is a bigger ABC and we now have a WXY corrective structure inside? I don't want to get too technical, but you do get lots of WXY, ABCDE structures inside of triangles, usually faking out and then making your final Y wave for continuation to the downside. Okay, if this scenario is in play and we flip this resistance into support, what are the levels that I'm watching? You take your expanded fib from the top of A, or your normal fib even. Let's start with the normal fib first. Okay, unfortunately B waves have many targets. Okay, the most common target for a B wave is the 0.88. Okay, so could we claim the 0.88, grabbing all the liquidity that I've just shown you in the heat map for then a movement down. When I switch on my daily levels, there's quite a lot of daily levels over here, and we'll just have to observe the price reaction at each level when we get there. Okay, we do have a daily level at just about below the 50% fib level. Then we have exactly a daily level at the 618, the 786, and the 0.88. So it's going to be quite important to observe the price reaction at each level for a possible rejection. Also, we can go and claim this high. So I'll definitely have an SFP line over here to say that, well, if we do claim the high, how do we claim the high with potential acceptance back below the level for an epic short to the downside to come and complete this C wave. What else? So let me undo this as well. Then to work out B expansive or flat waves is to say that if we do go and claim this high, how high can the B wave go? Okay, you then take your fib extension from the top to the bottom, you drag it across, you reverse it. I know this is very technical and I'm trying to make it as super simple as I can. Click on reverse. Common targets for B wave, for B expansive, is anywhere in this area. Okay, anything above the 1.05, also a common B wave target. A common expansive B wave flat target is the 1.236. Okay, which is also in confluence with this yearly level over there. So could we find strength for then grabbing all of the liquidity that's lying above before that 25 to 30% correction that everyone is waiting for? So definitely a scenario that I'm keeping in mind. Okay, cool. I think these are all the scenarios that I wanted to touch on. Also, AR looking really good at the moment. Obviously, with good risk management. Please don't risk all of your money with 100x and 50x and go crazy like that. I am seeing a nice little breakout here, and as always, you know, from a trend line breakout perspective, your entry, your stop, and now that we're moving into green, it could be still too early to move your stop to break even, but definitely a trade that I'm watching. We've had massive momentum to the downside, finally breaking this trend. Will it hold? Also, when you zoom out, what I wanted to show, when you zoom out, we have broken a major resistance here. I'm just waiting for the chart to load up here. From 14th of May to where we are right now, we've broken finally this downsloping trend line. And will we now have that retest for continuation to the upside, or is this going to be a massive fake out to come and claim the lows or the 618 again? So that's it from my side. Thanks for being here. Please smash up the like if you like this content and the analysis that I'm providing. Please subscribe to the channel, and as always, my two affiliate links down in the bottom. Until the next time.